throughout the school, right? I mean, we spend a lot of time working on graphing functions and slope and wire. I mean, you do all that stuff, right? So they put you in a position that this year, you were a lot more successful. Does this make sense what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. If you guys don't get serious about getting strong, I mean, and the other thing too, that the things that we are bad at are self-inflicted stuff. Don't play, I mean, officials, whether they make good calls or bad calls, you have no control over that, right? There's so many things that you guys don't control. What are the things you have control over? You have control over your conditioning. I don't just mean endurance, like physical conditioning. I mean all the things that go through conditioning. Your agility, your strength, your explosiveness, your endurance, your speed. Like, you have control over that. You guys can control, like, everyone in here knows where they need to go to get stronger, right? You guys are getting your rear ends blown out. I mean, Carson, there are certain teams he can't even get in Mason, they can't even compete because they just get blown out of the gym. You know, because they're not strong enough. And that's what's gonna kill you guys Thursday night, Pandora. And that's probably what's gonna hurt you against Macomb, because Macomb, I guarantee you, I mean, it's a pretty strong football. They usually have a very good football team, which you don't have a good football team if you're not committed to being strong and in the weight room. So you think that's gonna be an easy W. There's no guarantee, because the things that they're gonna be good at are the things that we're terrible at. There's no reason in the world like Brady Thompson, like every game shouldn't almost be hurting somebody. But he's not strong. As a matter of fact, he's the one that's so off balance every time. Your first step isn't explosive enough. What changes? What improves that? You gotta be stronger, you gotta be more, you gotta get faster, right? And that stuff. Like, none of that stuff is gonna change on its own. That stuff is gonna change if you guys select to make a change. You guys gotta make a commitment to getting stronger. You gotta make a commitment to working on your ball handling. I'm not saying play games, don't play games. The last thing you guys need to do is play games. Because here's the problem in games. When you play a game, you default to what your strengths are. Okay? Unless you got somebody that's smarter than you, guarding you, and will make you play with your left hand, you'll go to your right hand every time. You get what I'm saying here? No, you gotta spend time on your own, working on ball handling, working on passing, working on catching. I mean, right now, if we could put 5 players on the floor that can just catch the ball clearly every time and pass the ball clearly every time, we would at least have a 5-league team on that. And then you gotta get shots up. And then we're talking like, not just 100, but like 1,000. Like, I mean, who was just asking me about that? We're at professional development on Friday, and they said, like, how many shots did you play? I said, in the summer alone, we had 10,000 makes, not shots, makes. We got in June and July. In the spring, April and May, we would come before school, and in September and October, we would come before school. We couldn't stay after school because, you know, most of the kids were in track or baseball or in the fall soccer or cross country at the time. So they couldn't really do this stuff after school. But I said, in the springs, we probably had, spring and fall, each season, we probably had 3,000 makes just in the morning. So you're talking just in the off season, the 8-9 months of off season, we probably made 15 to 20,000 shots. Made. Now I wasn't a 3-point shooter, like guys like me and Josh Crossgrove and Derek Heitz and Mike Kerr, we usually shot like 15 footers. The guys like Kyle Martin, Bruce Troyer, Ron Ford, Kyle Weisberg, they shot threes, you know, and then that doesn't include like just all the other, the ball handling stuff we did, and we worked a lot on defense, especially first half of the season, things like that. I mean, there's just a lot of things there. And like I said, I haven't even talked about weight training, that was 25, 30 years ago, and we still. And the thing is, guys, like, here's what you don't understand. I mean, I don't even know if I've actually told Jax on this. Jess alluded to it. The first time our school ever had Olympic weightlifting equipment, which is what you have down, the 7-foot bar, that's 45 pounds, was they got it the end of my freshman year. Okay, so it was in the summer. Back then, before they redid the floor, the side where most of the parents sit, underneath the wood, it's actually just cement there. The basketball floor did go all the way underneath the bleachers. So it actually was in there all summer. We got it through, like, the Lions YMCA bought new stuff, and we bought their stuff, and they gave us a good discount. I could not bench the 45-pound bar, nothing on it, just the 45-pound bar. I couldn't do it 10 times. This was the summer to my freshman, starting, that summer to my freshman and sophomore year. I could not bench that bar 10 times. Not by the end of the summer, I could certainly do that anymore. I mean, just to tell you, like, by the time I graduated, like, going into my senior year, I could bench 250 pounds. And I only weighed 165 when I started there. Just the commitment we had to, getting this. I mean, so, that was significant there. Now, the advantage that you guys have now is there's like someone like me on staff that, like, I know what the heck to do. I mean, if you haven't paid attention, look at Jackson. He's a lot different looking now than he was, just 6 months ago. You know he's gained 40 pounds since the start of his freshman year?
Really?
Yeah. So, and for a kid that only weighs 125 pounds, I mean, he just deadlifted, or 135. He just deadlifted 270 and squatted 225 last week. I mean, there. So, he's, for his body weight, to be able to deadlift twice your body weight and to be able to squat 1 3/4 body weight, that's pretty good. There. I mean, so. That's where it's got to start from, and just that type of stuff there's got to be a bigger commitment all the way across the board. So, like, you want me to tell you one of the sayings we got in the girls' side? All right, and Lily's been there in the off season, so I shared it with the volleyball girls. We got a saying on the side team that says, if it was easy, the boys would do it. Right? And that's something that, because you guys, I'm not gonna lie, like right now, our girls out.